Alright, we've got Cain Velasquez versus Fabricio Werdum, UFC 188. I've never been a big Cain Velasquez fan. I don't really know exactly why. Maybe it's the Brown Pride tattoo, and that might have to have something to do with it. I don't know. I just never really liked him that much, but he's getting ready to fight Fabricio Werdum. Cain Velasquez has not fought in a while. I can't remember the last time I seen this guy fight. It's been a long time. Fabricio Werdum he's looked great. He's kind of always, he's one of those guys that's just kind of been a sleeper who everybody was sleeping on. I mean, he was in the UFC and ended up going to Strikeforce, and they probably thought, who's this guy? And here he's back in the UFC. He's fighting great, and he could maybe be the UFC heavyweight champion, which is an amazing thing to even think that would even be if you were 6 years ago right now. But here we are, and he has a chance to become the champion. Now, he's probably not going to beat Cain Velasquez, but hey, you never know. If I had to make a prediction on this fight, I would predict that Cain Velasquez would win in like the second round. I don't really see what Werdum has for Cain. I just don't. I don't see it. But when I do these videos, I just kind of talk off the top of my head. I give you my opinion, and the more opinions you go, especially if you're betting money, maybe someone will highlight a fact, something that maybe you didn't think about, even if it's wrong. I'll highlight a point or make a point about a fighter that, maybe it's not going to get them to win, but at least it's a small opening that they have to get the win. Like I highlighted that, Anthony Rumble Johnson, of course the fight's over now. I leave my videos up too, but I highlighted the point that Daniel Cormier hasn't really fought anybody that's really any good for quite some time, and that he's old. And then that was a little window of opportunity that maybe Rumble Johnson could capitalize off that. But, so it's like, it's not that I'm wrong. I just try and find little things. And Fabricio Werdum, his little way to possibly get in onto this championship is that people do kind of sleep on him. They sleep on Werdum. I do too. I mean, I'm not really a Werdum fan by any means. I can't remember ever getting excited to see a Fabricio Werdum fight. I've never been, ooh, Fabricio Werdum's fighting tonight. I've never said that. I mean, but that being said, this guy just may find a way. I mean, he beat Fedor, and guys, looking back on that Fedor, I mean, he probably quit training and all this and all these reasons, but now you look at guys that look at Arlovsky. Arlovsky's on a tear in the UFC, and Fedor beat him, and just the whole thing with guys on steroids going off steroids. Dan Henderson was on roids when he beat Fedor. Where would Fedor be right now if they fought a clean Dan Henderson? He would destroy him. So, that being said, you have Fabricio Werdum beat Fedor, and that was a huge fight. I mean, that was, I can't imagine. Fabricio Werdum was more of an underdog in the fight against Fedor than he's going to be against Cain Velasquez. I don't know what kind of underdog he's going to be against Cain Velasquez, but he's got to be a pretty big underdog. But he's been there before. He's been a bigger underdog, I'm sure, in the Fedor fight. Or it's got to be pretty close. So I could not have seen, what I'm saying is I could not have seen Fabricio Werdum beating Fedor back then. And I can't see Fabricio Werdum beating Cain Velasquez. But, hey, he just might do it because he's done it before. And in any type of sport, great fighters, great athletes, they rise to the occasion. And Fabricio Werdum seems to be one of those guys, man. I mean, he's every once in a while, he just does the impossible. And, so that's just some of my thoughts on that. Of course, I do expect Cain Velasquez to destroy him. But that's a little window that I could see Fabricio beating him. I would have to say it'd have to be a submission, but you know what? I don't know, man. The way MMA is going these days, you just don't know. And also, we have not seen Cain Velasquez fight for a long time. There's got to be an element of ring rust there. I mean, there's always an element of ring rust. And he's not fought in a while, so that's another little thing that you maybe have to factor in. So, anyway, that's some of my thoughts on that. I'm not real excited about this fight, but I tell you what, I mean, if Werdum were to win, then it would make things a little bit more exciting, because you see guys like Andrei Arlovski. I could see Arlovski beating Werdum. I can't see Arlovski beating Cain Velasquez. That's just like, no way. Like, I could see Werdum beating Velasquez, just about take a miracle, but I could see it. I just can't see Arlovski beating Velasquez, but I couldn't have seen Arlovski beating Travis Brown. But hey, well, I can't say that, because I could see him doing it, because he knocked out Bigfoot Silva, a big, huge guy, and then he comes and knocks out Travis Brown, another big guy. Those guys are kind of slow-moving compared to Arlovski, but, I mean, really, who would have thunk it, you know what I mean? So, that would just be kind of cool, like if Werdum was a champion, and, can you imagine if Arlovski became the UFC heavyweight champion? That'd just be crazy. Like, where this guy's career was, and where he is, where he is now, he's probably gonna lose a fight. He's probably due to lose a fight. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Some of my thoughts on Werdum against Cain Velasquez, and I don't know. Things have really been working out. If you had said 2 years ago, look where these fights, look who the champions are. It's crazy. All the champions are gone. It's all new champions. It's totally nuts. So maybe Cain Velasquez is going to get dethroned as well. And anyway, I will see you guys later.